74% possession to 26. 27 goal attempts to 3. 8 on target to 1. And 792 passes to 288. 176 attacks to 44. 148 of those 176 attacks were dangerous, and 25 of our 44 were dangerous ourselves. We cleared the ball 41 times. They cleared it 4. A tale of two teams, two different seasons, worlds, galaxies, universes apart in quality. And you would have thought that with those kind of stats, it was, a 7-0, 8-0 kind of game. I think the most surprising aspect about this game is that it ended 3-1. It should have been considerably more than that, to be fair. The way in which we went about conceding the goals, I think perhaps a bit of a lack of defensive discipline in the turnovers of possession when you least expect it. Can we say that the referee had some bad decisions made this game? Yeah, I think it's fair to say that he did have a few bad decisions. But we can't, shy away from the fact that, yet again, certain players don't want to take on responsibility. They don't want to. They don't want to take the accountability, and at the end of the day, being 1-0 up in the first half, you think, well, it can't possibly be a world in which Manchester United surely snatched this, right? It can't be, surely not. But the thing is that the essence of playing for 20 minutes is essentially all we did in the game. It started off well. We looked combatant. We looked, we looked like a competitive team, a competent team. 20 minutes is up, and the whole scenery just changes. Everything about the game changed. After that, it was a training session for Manchester City, a complete and utter training session. And some people will say, well, the defense and defensive elements of the midfield and the goalkeeper had an all right game. It was the rest of the team, and in certain aspects, I can sympathise with the defence and so certain players in midfield. Certain regards, I can, but I don't go very far with my sympathies when it comes to a Manchester derby and conceding the game from a winning position after 20 minutes and essentially just delaying the complete and utter inevitable. When you're 1-0 up at the Etihad, trying to sit back and do absolutely nothing but defend is not going to end well. You need to create more chances. You need to go out of your way to actually perhaps work a second goal. Because if you're trying to live off of going 1-0 up in the 8th minute and then hold on for 82 plus stoppage time against a Manchester City that got done wiping the floor with Luton, about 3-4 days before, I'd say that you're completely out of your mind. Completely out of your mind. So, is this question marks on the manager? Is this all the manager's fault? Or is it we start the game with what the manager wants? 20 minutes later, everyone stops. So it's working for 20 minutes, but then they decided they had enough. They wanted to pack up shop and go home. So once again, another game goes by where discipline on the pitch from the players is evidently lacking. The frontal players today, Rashford, I mean, everyone will say, well, look, his goal was, a fantastic goal, a world-class goal. You can have a world-class goal, but he still was part of an attack that mustered 3 attempts in 90 minutes and scored from one of them. You mustered 3 chances. That's not enough. Congrats on scoring a goal. That's not enough. We need more. We need more. That attack has got to deliver more. Garnacho just shut down. No impact in that game. Bruno Fernandes, what was he even on that pitch for? Why was he there? Why did he turn up? Why did he feel he had to play this game? Might have been better having nobody there. Play with 10 men. At least usually with 10 men there's an incentive for resiliency. You might have seen more heroics. You might have seen more desire and endeavour to actually get the ball out of danger areas. You know how the term goes, if in doubt, kick it out. At least we wouldn't have to sit around and watch, lunacy on the pitch. And don't worry, I'll be addressing the sole culprit to that third goal. I will be addressing him, and he's somebody that I've usually got a lot of time and patience for. But what he did today, I could class that sackable offence. I could class it a sackable offence just for that. So, first goal happens. I mean, both goals from Phil Foden are pretty good. Won't beat around the bush with that. But both goals preventable in the sense that when things don't quite go your way, when the referee doesn't blow up for a foul when you think it's a foul, and the counter-attack starts, you lose the ball, straight away, switch on the defensive discipline, get switched on in the brain, actually do your jobs. Because if you just sit there and allow, when the slightest inconvenience happens on a football pitch and you're looking at the referee, he's not blowing up, oh, you know what, I'm not going to defend. I'm just going to let them have the run of the pitch. Not going to defend. Why would I defend? Defending is for the weak. Defending is the futile actions. Stopping. It's like the Avengers trying to stop Thanos in Infinity War. It's just inevitable. Well, it's not inevitable to prevent that goal. Just switch on. Victor Lindelof, I'm pretty sure, from when Marcus Rashford gets fouled, should be doing better. Garnacho getting clocked by Ederson. In various years, that's not a penalty. In other years, it is. If that was on a Manchester City player, maybe if Onana's clocked Erling Haaland, maybe, just maybe, the referee goes, actually, you know what, that is a penalty. But inconsistencies, they are rife in the modern game. But everybody's a victim. So I haven't got an awful lot of time or energy to really, make this about a referee, not having a great officiating performance. I'm not really in that sort of mindset at the moment. I'm just more thinking in absolute just dismay, that you go to the Etihad with an idea in mind, you play it for about 20 minutes and decide we've had enough. We've had enough. You know, a game plan works for 20 minutes, and it's like the fans can see it. The fans can see it, and then the players, well, nah, it's fine. We'll just concede the game. We'll throw it to Manchester City and then essentially invite them. Hey, you know what would be great is if we let you have all of the shots now. Literally, see if you could. We dare you to try and um, score a goal, or try and beat us, um, whilst we're winning 1-0 or something stupid like that. And honestly, there was just no fight. There was no fight. Literally, the defence and midfield soaking everything up and clearing the ball out. Cheap possession turnovers, and then City just come straight back at you. The second half was just essentially Manchester United getting what they deserved. That is pretty much the embodiment of what the second half was. Just Manchester United getting what they deserved. You know, you do so well for 20 minutes, you're rewarded with a goal, you know, by being a goal to the good. Why not perform like that for 45 minutes? At least then you could say, well, if you snatch a second goal, there's a little bit of something there, right? There's a little bit of something there. Maybe try and push for a breakaway goal in the second half to put the game to bed. But you put basically what you've done is you served against Novak Djokovic, and you've beaten him with the point. You've done a lot of really good work. You've beaten him for 15 love. Then what you do is you've decided to say to the umpire, you know what? I'm done taking serves. I'm useless at rallying the first serve from my opponent, but I'm going to give all of the serves now to Novak Djokovic. I could give him all of the serves, and I'm useless at returning the first serve. I'm just going to let them have it for the whole game, the rest of the game. That's it. Sofyan Amrabat, a guy that I do like. I like the type of player that he is, and for what he can bring to this team, the type of player that he is. What the ever loving fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Absolute clown show. Making absolute stupid mistakes. And the thing is that it's just a symbolism to what this team is. You know, it's not like Sofyan Amrabat is the squad clown or anything. He's not. It's just a symbolism of what this team is, what it represents. Just a clown show most of the time. You know, I know we don't play, sumptuous, delectable football. We don't. We play some of the most disheartening football on the planet. But my God, some of these players, you can't coach stupidity. You're either born as an intellect or you're just born a complete and utter dumbass. And if you are stupid on the pitch, sorry, we can't help you. No asylum is going to fix you either. Quit acting like a right twit on the pitch and start actually thinking with your head screwed on straight. Because God only knows that Manchester United needs somebody like that right now. Hopefully, the people that are sat upstairs at the moment have got their heads screwed on right. At least then that gives us, the fans, a bit of respite that maybe this mess can be sorted out. But the fans are already on the case of Ineos and Sergio Ratcliffe. We're already on the case. This guy is not sacking Ten Hag. Look at, we're going to fall away. We're going to end up finished. We're going to, I mean, if we're not finished already, of course. But the team that won 3-1 today is currently the best team in the country. Right? Currently the best team, the best run club in the country. There is the bar. How far away is Manchester United realistically from Manchester City? Just how far? Are we talking 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, at the time that City were in the midst of starting to win league titles, was the time that Manchester United started to regress. And Manchester United have been regressing for 10 years. Manchester City have been progressing for 10 years. So if we are talking about potentially flipping the script, maybe there's 10 years worth of waiting in the wings. But the only people really that can change any of that at the moment is Ineos. So what what's you gonna do now, Ineos? What's the next play? What's the next move? Anyways, guys, it's going to be a short one today. Leave your thoughts and your feelings about the game in the comment section below. I've got another show tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. It's going to be on Anfield Uncle Rod's. Supposedly it's a news show. Or not news show, but a new show. Which is going to be interesting. I'm curious. I'm curious as to what the new show is. And maybe we'll cover some more of this game on that show as well. Very, very busy at the moment with work. So time at home is not very clear cut for me to spend a lot of committed time to posting lots of content out. But tomorrow night, I'm sure we'll delve into this game a little bit more. And of course, Arsenal playing Sheffield United tomorrow. So on behalf of Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans, I'm sure it's probably what it's about. It's Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans perhaps just wanting some answers. Why do we ever rely upon Manchester United to try and do some of the hard work for us? Why would we ever? But I suppose that's the only positive, really, is that as much as it was all completely expected that we'd lose this game, I suppose the only positive, really, is that it wasn't a 6-0, 7-0 scoreline, and that it was a 3-1. I mean, realistically, it should have been probably a 6-7-0 type scoreline, type of game. But, it is what it is with Manchester United these days. But yeah, guys, get your thoughts and your feelings in the comments section below. Make sure to smash a like on this video. It was going to be a live stream, but I didn't feel like it was going to be, per se, long enough as a live stream. Plus, I wanted to do things a little bit more shorter and compact, because I'm absolutely exhausted with this weekend as well. I've literally been working all weekend, and more of the same tomorrow. So need to conserve some of my energy, and because being in a social job as well, it drains a lot out of your social battery. I'll tell you that much. And I do have a social battery that once it's run out, it is run out. So I'm going to go recharge my battery, so I've got another full day of talking, chatting, in my job, and then also in the show in the evening as well. So do be sure to come and check that out. Before the show, I'll grab the link um, for the stream so that I'll post it on my channel. So if you are subscribed to me, look out for the community posts. It will feature the show link will feature in there, so you can all come over and join me on Anfield Uncle Rod's. But yeah, that's it from me for tonight, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you again tomorrow. See you then. Take care. Goodbye, and fucking save us, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Adios.